Beauty, I am reviewing for you a BB cream from the drugstore. This one is for you Aussies who frequent Priceline, and their brand, the Models Prefer range. This is their BB cream all-in-one skin perfector with MP Aquaflex, and they have a range of skincare which they usually keep separate to their makeup stand. I believe they do have a couple of BB creams. They have a BB cream that they put with their makeup, but this is the one that I found near their skincare. So in a completely separate section of Priceline, I picked this one up in the recent 50% off skincare sale. I will include the regular recommended retail price here down below. Bottom line, I'm really enjoying this product. This is available in two different shades, light and medium. I am wearing light and I find that it is a great color match for me. I'm going to show you today what the product looks like going on, what it looks like after setting, and then how it goes throughout the day. It does contain 40 milliliters of product as opposed to the regular 30 mils, which you'll usually see with foundations and BB creams. A really nice travel-friendly plastic tube with a nice, easy to dispense little spout there. This is imported into Australia for Priceline, so the only place you will find it is Priceline. Now, there is nothing on the packaging about SPF, so do beware of that and always make sure that you do have SPF, despite the fact that this product does not have labeling for it. What they say on the back here is that the BB cream effectively minimizes pores and smooths the skin surface while concealing imperfections. So that was a winner for me. Now that I've got my acne under control, it's all about my pores and fine lines and getting a smooth coverage that covers my pigmentation. So those words were enough to attract me to this product. It says that the BB cream leaves the skin perfectly soft, moisturized, and with a flawless glow. And that is what makes this product a little bit different compared with some of my other drugstore BB cream favorites, including the Maybelline Dream Pure BB cream for oily skin with the 2% salicylic acid. This is a great product, does not contain alcohol. It is SPF 15 and it provides a nice buildable coverage without alcohol. I really like it for those who may be oily, acne prone, normal skin tones. I think you'll really like this product. It is out in Australia. I don't think it's out in the US yet. And another holy grail for me, this is the Garnier BB Cream Miracle Skin Perfector for the oily skin. So it's the longer, thinner tube with the blue stripe here. Now, many people love this product. I will include reviews for those two BB creams down below. Some people have a problem with this one drying them out. It does also have a high alcohol smell, but I love the finish of this. I love the way that it lasts all day and covers. It's really beautiful. I love those two BB creams, but this is another one in the mix that I think offers very similar things in terms of coverage that's buildable without caking up. It lasts really nicely throughout the day. As you'll see in this video, it's a great color match for me, even though there are only two shades available. I'd be interested in hearing from you if you find this to be adjustable and matching your skin tone. But I also find this very smoothing. So this is going to be really nice for those of you who are like me with large pores, fine lines, anything like that. Very smoothing. And then this is one for those of you who like more of a glowy product. So something that's not mattifying, but this really is the more hydrating out of the three. It just has a nice sort of dewy, glowy finish that still sets, so it doesn't easily transfer, and it lasts throughout the day. So you'll see as it's going on and how it lasts throughout the day. What Models Prefer say about it is that it has this innovative MP Aquaflex system, which a lot of their other skincare does also include. It says it restores the skin's natural aquaporins, whatever they are, that regulate hydration levels and help collagen synthesis for maximum skin moisture and a youthful complexion. It says to apply a small amount on a clean and moisturized face and blend outwards until completely absorbed. It's an excellent makeup base that can be worn alone or under foundation for more coverage. It is dermatologically tested. It is paraben free. I do not see any alcohol in the ingredients. They do say that the Aquaflex system ensures that the moisture is locked in, that skin metabolism is optimized, that the dermis matrix structure is protected, and that collagen synthesis is restored. Top few ingredients here include water, titanium dioxide, which makes me wonder, does it actually provide SPF protection? But they just don't have it in the labeling. Not sure, wouldn't chance it. Cetyl, Ethylhexanoate, Dimethicone, Ethylhexyl Methoxycinnamate, Glycerin, and Cyclopentasiloxane, and that is my magic ingredient. Whenever I love a skin face product, it contains that ingredient. I really don't know a whole lot about it. I think it is a silicone product, but every product that I love on my face in terms of finish, coverage, smoothness, and longevity contains Cyclopentasiloxane. So not surprised to see it in this product. So that's the background on that product. If you want to see how it looks going on, what I use to put it on, how it looks after application, and then how it wears throughout the day, keep on watching. I'll just squeeze some out onto my hand, about that much, if you can see it. I really don't like applying product with my fingers, anything with color in it, but I like to do it for you guys just so you can kind of see how it goes on with the hand in case you don't have the brush or the sponge that I use. But you can see as it's going on, it's a pretty good match for my skin. I'm just going to sort of pat it in because I have put concealer on blemishes and under my eyes, and I don't really want to dislodge that, so we'll just kind of do a patting motion and then I'll blend it all in with a brush at the end. Just grabbing a Real Techniques makeup brush, and I'm just going to use a stippling motion just to make sure everything's blended. This is another one of those products that is just very, very nice for, you know, quick applications in the morning. You don't have to work hard to get this BB cream to blend in, to, you know, not have streaks. So as it's going on, you should see that it's a really nice shade match for me. The light, it probably would be too dark for people with really fair skin, like your NC20, NC15s. On my hand, that's it on my hand. It's a really neutral tone base, so it's not too pink, it's not too yellow to me. It really is quite neutral, a neutral beige, and you can see as it has gone on that it does really provide just a really nice amount of coverage. I mean, I would say that with one layer you're easily getting a medium, and then you can definitely build this one up without it caking on areas where you do need some extra coverage. I am just using a little bit more from my hand now with the blender brush just to see how we cover any other, you know, pigmentation on my face really, and it just blends beautifully. You can see as it's going on that it does have a bit of a sheen, so you know, if you want something that does have more of that sort of dewy look, something that does look like it's giving you a bit more hydration, so those of you with normal to dry skins or mature skins, this one might be a nice one for you. I'll be back in a few minutes just to show you what it looks like a little bit after application once it's had a chance to sort of work itself in. Okay, so it's about half an hour later and I have not touched the face makeup. You can see that it has actually set, so this doesn't transfer off very easily. If you're someone who's tried like the Garnier Miracle Skin Perfector, the original one, and it doesn't really ever sort of set, it just feels like it's sitting on top of your skin and it transfers. This one actually, you know, still looks nice and dewy, but when I rub my finger it doesn't sort of disappear and reveal my skin, you know, underneath. So really nice way that it's sort of set but without mattifying or anything like that. Again, still got that dewy finish. Now I would actually powder down my T-zone with this finish. A couple of recommendations that I would make for you: Rimmel Stay Matte, just a great everyday finishing powder from the drugstore. I don't find this really especially super duper long lasting for oil control. Many people do though. I just think of this as a very sort of standard nice setting powder. It doesn't really add a whole lot of coverage. It doesn't really cake up. It'll just be a nice average setting powder that minimizes shine, good for touch-ups as well. If you do want a little bit more coverage over this, I love the way that this actually mixes with this new powder from Maybelline. This is out in Australia. I'm not sure about other countries just yet, but this is the Superstay 24-hour waterproof powder. I am matched to the shade Ivory right now, which is the lightest shade, and I think that that just adds a little bit more coverage, and it's a beautiful smoothing powder that is very, very long lasting. I love this powder if you want a little bit more coverage, or if you do have dry dehydrated skin and you do like the glow but you want to set this for a little bit more longevity, then I think you would love this powder. This one is from Physicians Formula. It's their glow and mood boosting powder. This is still in its packaging because it's a repurchase. I love it. So it does have very slight shimmer particles in it, but I use this as an all over face powder where I do want to keep the glow. So those three powders, one of those three should match pretty much every one of you depending on what you want in terms of a setting powder over foundation over a product like this. Because it's middle of the road to me in my mind, I'm going to set the powder today with the Rimmel Stay Matte just in the T-zone using a Real Techniques brush, tapping off the powder. I don't want too much. I'm just using a stippling motion just to lightly apply a small amount in this section. And I do want to keep my cheeks looking a little bit dewy. I am just going to squeeze my brush and just very lightly set under my eyes. Now with that makeup set in the T-zone, I will just finish off with what I see in terms of finish. I find that this BB cream is very smoothing. My pores are large all around my cheek area, my forehead, everywhere really, and I find that this is very smoothing. I think it's very flattering to my skin in terms of that dewy sort of finish. I love the fact that it's so smoothing, and I really like the coverage of this BB cream. I love also the way that it's buildable without caking up, and it's a great color match. So they're all the things that I notice upon application, and also that it just interacts beautifully with other products as well, over and under. I really haven't worn a foundation over the top of this before because I don't think that I need it. I would just set this with a powder that provides a little bit more coverage, like that Maybelline waterproof one that I showed you. I think that this provides adequate coverage on its own. You may want to put a foundation over the top of it, say if it's not a great color match for you, but otherwise I just don't think that you need a foundation over this one. Okay, so that is it in terms of application and demonstrating how it goes on and what I see at application. I will be back at the end of the day to let you know how it's worn. Here we are now at about 8.5 hours after application of the Models Prefer BB Cream All-in-One Skin Perfector, and it's performed really well. I have not touched up the blush, concealer, BB cream, anything like that, and at 8.5 hours I'm still getting definitely the coverage. It has certainly not had any big oil breakthrough, although now that I am on Roaccutane, I mentioned in every one of these videos, I don't have the same oil breakthrough that I used to. But you can see that it still does have that sort of glow that it had when I first applied it. One of the things worth mentioning is the feeling of this sort of on your face throughout the day when you touch it. I am used to wearing a matte full coverage foundation for the last 20 years. It's only now that I'm in my mid-30s that I'm using products now that are a little bit more dewy, a little bit more wet, and it's going to feel that way on your skin. So rather than just feeling matte and set for the day, it does feel like you have, you know, something just a little bit dewy on your skin, which is something that I'm still getting used to, but it's not a heavy feeling, it's not a creamy feeling that feels like it wipes away. So it does set, as I say. It's not something that sort of transfers and disappears the minute anything, you know, even a strand of hair touches it. It does set, but then it does just keep that sort of dewy glow, as I say. So again, this is going to be perfect for those of you who have normal to dry skin, mature skin, anyone who wants that smoothing with a little bit of that dewy, hydrated look to the product. It really does look like you've just got a healthy hydration coming through. My skin still does look quite smooth, and again I've still got that coverage that I would want when I first applied it. It really has stayed nicely at the 8.5 hour mark. So that is pretty much it. I would definitely give this thumbs up in terms of longevity and keeping its lovely finish throughout the day. So that's it guys, all of my thoughts and experience here with the Models Prefer BB Cream All-in-One Skin Perfector with MP Aquaflex. It's a mouthful. I really love this product, and I would definitely add it to now my top 3 BB creams from the Australian drugstore. I love all 3 of these, and for different reasons, which is really nice. So I think that no matter what your skin concern is, if you like a medium coverage that's buildable, I think you would enjoy one of these 3 products. This one from Models Prefer is the one for those of you who have more normal to dry skin, mature skin, where you really appreciate not only the smoothing, but that more sort of glowy finish, which I don't think the others have quite as much. So I hope that you enjoyed watching. If you have any experience with this one, let me know what your thoughts are, or alternatively, I would love to hear from you what your favorite BB cream is of all time and why. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you again really soon. Bye.